Hello all you lovely crocheters out there, welcome to my channel Yana's Crochet. Thank you so much for being here. I hope everybody's having a great day. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, do so. Please hit that notification bell so you never miss my new videos. Also be so kind and like, share and comment because it helps the videos to get out there to more people. Today we're going to learn how to crochet this very beautiful Tunisian crochet stitch. Officially it's called a smock stitch, but if you use these many colors that it looks like a mermaid tail scales, I think it's a very interesting stitch. It's a little more advanced, probably not for the very beginner, but definitely very fun. It will make the most beautiful blanket for a little girl. So today I'm using this very nice Tunisian crochet hook. I will leave a link down in the description if you want to get yourself one. And so we start just with a basic chain. Do a chain multiples of 2, so any even number will work. I'm making a short chain here just for the example. I'm also using quite a bigger hook just to make it easier to see. So I like to work into those third loops, or you can also call them the back bumps, because it definitely creates a nicer looking edging. So what we're doing is we're just going into the back loop and picking up stitches. So you insert the hook into the loop, grab the yarn, pull it through. And you do that into every chain all the way to the end. And this is your forward pass, and for this pattern your every forward pass is going to be using white yarn. So this is what it's going to look like, your foundation. And now for the return pass, you're going to grab a different color and you're just going to add it. You can technically, to make it a little simpler, you can tie the working yarn to the new yarn with a magic knot. And so your return pass is going to be the same for this pattern. Every row of the return pass, you're just grabbing the yarn and pulling through 2 loops on the hook at the same time until you have 2 loops left. This is where we are going to snip off that white yarn and go ahead and add it here. And again, like I said before, you can just tie it with the magic knot, so it's a little more secure instead of doing it the way I'm doing it. But I'm just making a sample and I'm not going to be using it, so it doesn't matter. So for the forward pass first row, we are going to go into those vertical lines 2 at a time. So insert your hook into these 2 stitches, pull up the yarn, pull it through. Okay, now you're going to yarn under and insert the hook into the next 2 stitches and pull up the loop again. And then you're going to keep doing that all the way to the end to your row. And like I said, this is going to be your first row forward pass. Remember, your return passes are always going to be the same. Your forward pass is going to be in white yarn, and you're going to repeat 2 rows. So this is your row number 1, and you just keep doing that all the way to the end. This is the last 2, and into your last one you just insert it right there. It's a little harder to see when you have the two different colors, but basically it's all the way there on the bottom. It should look like that. Okay, so you finished with your first row. Again, these ends are pretty loose, so you can also just tie them up together just to make them more secure. And here I'm just grabbing my yarn of the other color. You can take a third color in here, but I'm just doing that to just make it easier. And your return pass is, you know, going in the different colors, 2 loops at a time. Okay, so you see how very, very loose it is on my end. So I'm going to go ahead and just tie them up together. Just any of the tails that you see, you can just secure them together. This is what I did here, just to make sure that nothing falls out. And then again, I'm not cutting my yarn, but you would do that. I'm just for the sake of the tutorial. And then so you're doing the same thing. So this is going to be your second row of your forward pass. So you're just going to go into your first stitch first, then into the next 2, and then we're going to do the yarn under and continuing going through the 2 stitches all the way to the end. Make sure you don't miss a stitch right here at the end of the row. It's very easy to do. So we're going to leave our yarn over and just pick up that 1 stitch. And then go into the end. Again, a little hard to see because of all those loose ends and colors and everything. And there you go. And this is your second row of forward pass. And now you are just repeating the pattern. So you chaining 3 every row of your return pass. First you chaining 1, and then you're going through 2 loops at the same time, and just going backwards. Okay, and now we're going to pick up the white yarn again. You would cut yours off, and here you would either tie the working yarn with a new yarn with a magic knot so you don't have all the ends and tails, or you just gotta cut it and just add the new yarn. Okay, so now we're repeating the first row of the forward pass. Means you're going into the first stitch. Sorry, you're going into 2 stitches at the same time, and then you yarn under and repeat to the end of the row. And that's it. This is your pattern. It looks kind of complicated in advance because of the different colors, and technically the stitch can be made just in 1 color. That works too, and it makes it a little easier. Also, it makes it harder when you have too many loose ends and when it's not secure, so you can experiment and work on that. But otherwise, that's it. This is all that you do, and it's very pretty. And like I said, mermaid tail blanket, it would be perfection. You can use any colors you want, or as many or as few colors as you want. It's all up to your imagination. And this might take a little more practice than your usual simple stitches of crochet, but I think it's worth it. The bigger you make it, the better you can see the pattern. And just like I said, experiment with it and enjoy. Thank you for being here and thank you for watching.